Hello, these few steps and the stile and metal gate are the start of TEG008. We'll just climb over those and then give you a bit further route instruction. Okay. I'm not sure this one gets walked that often, but the stile's still in fairly good nick. And this gate certainly is. Now then, I don't think this path will be very clear on the ground, but can you see dead ahead? You can see the gable end and a roof at New Butterworth's farm. The path doesn't go right past that, but it heads towards it, so you're going sort of half right, and then when you see this plantation, well, this line of trees really on the left, when you get parallel with the top of that, then the path straightens out, and I think there's a field boundary to the west of New Butterworth's farm, so we probably have to make sure we hit that to get through a stile or a gate. So bit trial and error. I'll come back and correct myself if I've got it wrong. Actually, there is a sort of rough wet path through the rushes. It's a bit squelchy, but it is going in the right direction, so follow that until you get to the more open grass, and then it disappears. Well, there are a couple of ruts in the ground there, let's see, which again seem to be going in the right direction, so yeah, there is a bit of a path. Oh, me of little faith. Okay, so here's the gate and stile at the top, just outside the confines of New Butterworth's farm, and from here, once you're over the stile, it's straight up the field alongside the remains of an old wall. And at this point, by this lonely tree, you meet TEG008-011. You're also actually meeting TEG008-011 here, but that's invisible on the ground, of course, as we found out fairly recently. And that's back down to the gate that we've just come up. So that completes the little triangle. We've struggled to find the continuation of TEG008-011. Unfortunately, me being a prat has forgotten his map, so instead we're going to take this path, which I think is TEG008-010, but look in the left hand corner of the screen in case I've made a mistake and it isn't.
Thanks, lads.
This is where footpath TEG008-011 cuts across the route just behind New Butterworth's farm, but we'll head straight down the access track, which will take us to Cox Green Road.
Right, children.
That bit we've just come down has been pretty muddy.
It's been my favourite path on the entire walk. Like, I've never had better. I mean, the feeling of getting whacked in the head by a twig, oh my god, it's amazing.
Hello, this is the end of TEG008-010. I did say walk down the access road of New Butterworth's, but once I got on the other side of that gate, I realised they've channeled you down a narrow path at the side of the field rather than actually on the access road, which is quite acceptable.
Fly.
No objection to that. Takes you off the road, so okay, we'll now step onto Cox Green Road.
Bye bye kiddies for today. Next time we do some filming, it might not be so sunshiny, but we're hoping it will be.
Hello, this is TEG008-010. It's only a short, easy little path this one. It sets off from Cox Green Road up the access road up towards Whittle Hill Farm, though it actually ends before you get to the farm. Okay, there's a little side gate here, so if the main gates are closed you can still get through. Hello, and this is the end of TEG10. These two stiles indicate where TEG11 goes across, and going forward you're on TEG13. And here we're at the start of TEG011. This is the longest footpath in the TEG area, probably one of the longest in the borough, which goes right onto the top of Turton Heights, and it also goes straight across a number of other footpaths, so there's a number of junctions to navigate on this one. Okay.
Hola, niños. Here we are at whatever this.
TEG11.
Oh yeah, here we are at TEG11. The path isn't very clear from the ground, but we're going to be going up that way. So basically we're going to have to take a right to the top by something farm.
New Butterworth Farm.
Let's go down to the Butter's farm. So, have any of you subscribed yet? No pressure. No pressure, but if you don't subscribe you'll end up like that kid. And seriously, you don't want to be screaming like he. That is a sheep.
Hello, we actually made a mistake there, not looking at the map properly. This is this farm here. Turn around to film it, Simon. Yeah. That is not New Butterworth's, that's Whittle Hill, so you don't go towards that. Instead you cut across this rather marshy area to this rather flimsy stile across the access road, and then go straight over the one opposite into a little gully, and then there's a path running up by the side of that little windbreak, and behind that is New Butterworth's farm. Right. Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so the first bit, I just wanted to warn the viewers, the bit leading up to this point with this beautiful spruce tree, or at least I think it's a spruce tree, it might not be. Basically, the bit leading up to here is quite frankly the worst path I've ever walked in my life. I honestly think that was absolutely horrendous. If you can tell by my boots, it's just steaming piles of mud all over, and basically now we're at the top, so I'm going to need to deliver our typical all the footpaths introductory sequences. So here is the end of TEG11 for a short amount of time. Just from here up to that gate it becomes number 9, so just have a look there.
Yeah. That's
all number 9 until you get to that gate. Wow, that's such a long while. Could never walk that in my lifetime.
And it becomes TEG11 again.
Oh yeah, I think that's...
Okay, Simon.
Hi. Here we are just out where it starts up as TEG11 again. Footpath 9 goes up that way by the fence, but we're going the much cooler route, which is that way.
Okay. they should really have a signpost at this point, because this is a 5-way junction of paths. TEG011 continues up there to the top wall. TEG007 slashes straight across it here, but it's not very clear on the ground, and TEG008 heads down by the side of this ruined wall. You can still see where it is, even if not many of the stones are now visible, and back down to Cox Green Road that way. But we'll continue on TEG011.
Let's go.
This is where TEG1 spews out onto TEG011. It's coming up that way, but we're going to continue up towards Chetham Close, where the TEG011 will end at the county boundary. Should be a good one, this.
Very nice view as well. Let's go, children.
As you reach the moor top, you get this lovely view over to Egerton and Winter Hill, and to finish off the footpath you go through the gap in the wall and continue on this wettish path over to meet the county boundary.
Hi folks, here we are at the area boundary. That basically this path here will actually be going into Blackburn now, so seeing as we're only doing the Bolton footpaths right now, sorry for any of you Blackburn fans, it'll actually be going that way. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this post here, I have no idea what it says on it.
It's a boundary stone.
Oh, it's a boundary stone. And look at that at the top.
We can be unusually sure we're at the end of TEG011 here.
Yeah, I don't see any posts off there, so I'd say this is probably a boundary stone. Oh.
It does say it on the...
Did it actually?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just the wrong way, I can't read it. This is why it always pays to read.
Did we go last week? Right, I've got confused here. This isn't New Butterworth Farm. Bollocks. Right, okay. Can you hold the phone while I check the map?
Oh. You've been recording for a short 30-second period.
Okay.